Here I am at 559 Monroe Street in Twin Falls. And this is currently a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home built in 1970. However, it has over 1,900 square feet. So there is tons of potential in making this a home with more living space. Looking straight on at the house, you can see it has a newer roof, which is single layer. Rain gutters, looks like original siding on the house. There is a 1-car carport over to the right, which could be, converted into a single-car garage. Looks like a cement driveway, not asphalt. Possibly also original to the home, but looks in fairly good condition, just with regular amounts of cracking that you would see in a home this age. Curbing around the house looks good. It's got this big, beautiful, I'm guessing elm tree out front, which would provide tons of shade. Another tree out back, not sure if that is an elm or something else, but we'll take a look at the backyard in a bit. Anyway, so I'll show you the neighborhood a little bit. Monroe Street is one of the President's Streets in Twin Falls, named after former presidents. This is looking south. The homes are typically, anywhere from the early 1900s to the 70s or 80s. The house across the street, it's kind of a barn look to it. But then you've got, that house right there that looks like a newer house, probably, built in the 2000s. So it's kind of a mixture. There are some apartments farther down the street to the north there on the right-hand side. But we're very close to the city center here, accessible to all amenities in Twin Falls. Interestingly, I'm going to point out this house next door is kind of a sister house to this one. I mean, they look identical from the outside. And I just spoke with the homeowner there. You can hear them pounding away in there. They're actually doing remodeling. They just bought that house and closed on it, and they're now remodeling it and going to make it nice and pretty. So that's good. That'll help bring up the value for the neighborhood, and especially, right next door to this one. So anyway, I'm guessing these 3 houses are kind of all 1970-ish time period. So let's go ahead and look a little closer, and also look at the backyard a little bit. So again, there's that concrete you can see there. Again, some minor or cracking, but nothing too terrible. There's the siding of the house. Looks like a hardy board type siding, probably a cement and wood mixture type siding. Very typical of that time period. You got a low wood fence on this side, and then it gets a little higher. A little bit distressed, obviously. I would say that's a gate to the backyard, but it's not. Looks like it's just a fence, and they've got a storage shed on the other side. They do have this storage shed here. So in lieu of a garage, sorry, it's got a lock on it, but in lieu of a garage, they have that, place where you could store things. All right, coming through here, this got a breezeway. You have a doorbell here. Now this is boarded up, but this is the back door here. And you'll see from the inside, this is entrance into the home, but also immediately down into the basement, where you could create a second living area, for like a mother-in-law's quarter or something like that. But because this house is foreclosure and currently no water or power to the home, they do have it boarded up. Nice big backyard. I think this house altogether sits on almost a quarter of an acre. So there's that tree there. Kind of got this sort of walkway. You'll see in this home there's a lot of started projects that didn't seem to quite get done, but I don't know what they were going to do out here. Maybe make some sort of patio structure, hard to say, or garden area. Over here, I'm guessing they had animals, or maybe this was a dog run, because it's all fenced off with 2 gates. In the city, you are allowed to have a certain number of chickens, so maybe they used it for chickens back there. But then coming back, I'll just show you that way. You got a little metal shed over there. But coming through here, you have this little structure, which, they have also put a newer roof on, but the structure itself is, can't speak of its integrity, but has a wood sort of plyboard bottom, and could be used for storage, definitely. Just needs a door. Okay, and then back side of the house. You can see down there the basement windows. They are not to code as far as being egress windows, so we call that non-egress. But he has put in some newer windows down there, and you'll see on the other side and from the inside as well. The windows up top, they look original to the home, and they are like a metal, or aluminum. And they seem to be only single pane, which is unusual for this part of Idaho. Usually we see the double pane glass here, which is better at keeping the house warm and cool and so on. A lot of people ask me about this chain. Why do houses have chain? Do they have to chain the house down in case there's a tornado? No. This is a rain gutter, an option for a rain gutter, so that when the water comes down, and especially when it's freezing in the winter and it's freezing and not freezing, as the water runs down the rain gutters, it actually freezes on this chain and forms like this giant icicle type thing. So it's just an alternative to a typical downspout. Sorry, couldn't get that word out. Okay, this is the south side of the house. You can see interesting how they wrapped the roofing around the edge up there. I don't know if you can see that or not, and if that was in place of installing a ridge there or what, but that's just how they did this particular roof. Okay, so there's the front. There's more basement windows. You can see they're the newer vinyl windows. They're just not egress size. Egress means that to code that somebody has to be able to get in and out of them in an emergency. You can buy and sell a house with non-egress windows. When you sell it, you have to promote it that way and say the bedrooms in the basement are non-egress, or the rooms downstairs are non-egress. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come inside the house, and again, I apologize. There's no electricity, so some of the rooms are going to be dark. But coming in, you see it's got some sort of laminate flooring here. They're the single laminate boards. It looks older, and there's places where it's been destroyed. So, but it's not in really bad condition. And this is interesting. The bowl starts here. So, interpret that as you may. So, immediately to your left, you have this area here, which is kind of like it could be an office or a piano room, or just a little sitting room. And then you turn this way and you have the main part of the living room. Now, because I went in the house next door, I had a theory, and my theory was proven correct, that formerly this was another bedroom. So it was a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And they removed the wall here to create more of an open space. Maybe they wanted to make a dining room or an office, hard to say. But that being said, you could add a wall back here and make this a bedroom again. The door was over here, and they did a pretty good job of covering it up, but that's where the door was that came into that room. And you can kind of see, I don't know if you can tell, but you can see there's a line there where the previous wall was located. So yes, and it does have popcorn type ceiling, although I can't really reach it, but it looks like it's not typical popcorn that you can just flake off. It's been painted over. So I think that's actually just a coarse trawling on there, but I don't know for sure. It could be popcorn types style. So there you go. That's the living room. And we'll kind of turn and look from this side as well. There you go. It's a nice big space when you look at it this way. Okay. Oh, by the way, I will point out this house does have central heat. You can see the vents in various locations throughout the house. Those would be the vents that, you know, the heat comes through. I didn't see any air conditioning, but you could add a central air to this house. Would not be difficult to tap into the existing venting system alongside the furnace. That goes to the existing bedrooms down there and bathroom. We'll go there in a minute, but first we'll look at the kitchen. So kitchen floor is similar to the living room floor. You do have a little bit of damage there. This would be the area for the refrigerator. There's your cupboards, counters. It all looks probably like it was done in the 80s, I'm guessing. Dishwasher. Here's your dining area, you know, where you can put a table and chairs. It's a good size area. I'm not sure what this is. I didn't open that. It's storage probably, yep. And that's above the stairs that go down to the basement, and that's why they were able to make that storage area. So there's your kitchen. And then we'll go through here. Immediately here to your right, you have the bathroom. But I'm sorry it's in the dark, but the bathroom is in pretty much the same condition as the rest of the house. It's got a bathtub and a shower surround and a single vanity sink and a toilet. All right, then heading down here, you have a closet, just a linen closet. And then you have a bedroom here. Okay, and then stepping out, going down here, you have another bedroom. This one seems a little bit smaller. This one faces the front of the house. Closet there. Okay. All right, so like I said, 2 finished bedrooms right now with the potential of a third here, living room, and now we'll head down to the basement. The basement is the same square footage as the top level, but it's unfinished. Okay, I do have my light on. Not that it made much of a difference, but you can get an idea a little bit now that this is one big room that's basically the length of the living room upstairs. And it has one window here. And then over here, I don't know if they created this or not, but it's an open pass-through window that goes into here, and they actually made another second little kitchen. So you have a sink, counter, a little bit of cabinetry, place for a refrigerator. And here is your water heater, which is electric. And then turning over here, got this sort of open area, and underneath the stairs, you have a place for laundry, washer, hookups, and then down here is a dryer vent hookup. Sort of unfinished, obviously, for a light there. That's just storage under the stairs. But that gives you a little bit of an idea of the basement here. And now we'll go down here where they started work on another bathroom. They did some drywalling, but didn't really complete it. Here you have a standing shower. Over here you have a toilet, hookups for a sink, but no sink. Sort of place for a closet. You can kind of see the original underneath the house there. It does look like the house has copper water intake pipes, which is typical of the era of this house. Now, of course, they use the flex stuff. And then over here behind the door, you have the furnace, which, you know, Can't speak of whether it works or not, but it does have a furnace, or we should say a place for one, right? And it's gas, I believe. There's a big gas pipe there. Okay, so come back out of the bathroom, and then we come through here, and you have another bedroom. Okay, a newer window, but again, not egress size, closet. And then over in here, you have this other bedroom. And by the way, there is HVAC venting in all of the basement rooms. So you're able to heat all of the house, including downstairs. Over here, there is a window, but they have it boarded up. So I don't know what the reason is, but I could see light cracking through there. So there is a window there as well. This has been semi-drywalled. No taping, no texture, at least not everywhere. I have a closet over here. It's like somebody got started but didn't quite finish. All right, so that's the bedroom as well. So currently you have 2 bedrooms downstairs, or rooms that could be bedrooms. You've got this big living room, family room area, a bathroom, and then a little kitchen, you know, or you could just be your utility room where you do the laundry. Just depends what you want to do. This would be a perfect mother-in-law suite, you know, if you had a family member who wanted to be separate and have their own space, their own entrance, you know, in and out of the house, they could do that. And, you know, the other part of the family could live upstairs. And then this is the door that would go outside that was boarded on the other side. But this, you know, would be a way in and out of the basement and the main house. The only thing is I didn't see anywhere upstairs for a washer and dryer. So either you'd have to somehow create a space up here, or use the washer and dryer that's downstairs. So I think that's about it. And I don't think there's anything else that I would share with you at this time. So again, this is 559 Monroe Street in Twin Falls, Idaho. Okay, I just thought I'd give you a quick driving tour of Monroe Street so you can see what the surrounding neighborhood looks like. These are some apartments that I mentioned that are on the street. Some townhouses here. And then, you know, like I said, you've got various style homes. These are more apartments over here. And you have some single dwelling homes on this side. These are more of the same bungalow style brick homes. And then over here, like some more apartments that kind of go back beyond there. It's called the Presidential Suites. And then on this side, you have more of the same type of homes as the subject property. This is 591 Monroe, just to give you an idea of some of the homes, but same carport style as you can see. Here's another one that has somebody living in it. I can see it also has basement windows. So I think they're just kind of all identical patios. At the time, patio style, they kind of called them. Here's the one that's being remodeled. And then, of course, here's the one that's for sale right here. Okay. And then we come down here. And this is Filer Avenue, which is a major artery in town. Okay, just wanted to give you that little tour.